right. We are all right. We're live. All right, we've got 5 minutes. My playback isn't showing me, but my OBS is showing me, so I know you can see me. Hello. All right. We'll start in 4 minutes. Hi, Alice. Come here. Oh my gosh, you're a big girl. Show them how pretty you are. Look at your tuxedo. There you go, I'll put you down. Oh, I'm live now. But it's just me. Nobody's here. When you go back up, can you check, tell me if the sound is good? My playback of me isn't showing in YouTube, and it didn't show the last time either, but I can see myself in the OBS, and I know they can see me, so that's good. Sylvie, come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come on, take your moment of fame, son. You look terrified. I know, fame's a lot to handle. Oh, yay! Sound is fine, perfect. Awesome. The playback where it shows me myself in YouTube Live isn't working, but if you can see me, we're all good. And everything sounds good back here. All right, we're gonna start in 2 minutes. Awesome. We're gonna start in 2 minutes, and for today's class, we are gonna do beginner yoga sculpt. So, what you will need, a mat, very ideal. 2 blocks are awesome to have always. Water, please have it. An Alice cat. I gotta put this chair back, Alice. There you go, slide off there, perfect. All right. 7:59, we'll start in a minute. I'm going to open the playback so I can see here. Awesome. All right, what you can expect today. We are going to do a 45-minute full body workout. This is a yoga sculpt class, so we will have a lot of vinyasa flow in it, but we will also have a lot of pulses and little strength drills throughout. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to go by in a snap, and then you'll be back on your Monday. All right, 8 p.m. I say we kick it off. And by kick it off, I mean kick off my socks. Alrighty, oh wait. One more second. We're gonna start in child's pose today. So if you want to start settling into that, take the toes together, knees wide, and sit the hips back. Reach the arms forward. Perfect. Here we go. Toes together, knees wide, hips back, arms reach forward. You can bring your head down to the mat. You can also take a block and bring your forehead to the block. We're just going to settle in here and take a few breaths to begin. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, we're going to empty all of that out, let it all out in one big exhale. And then we're going to take an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And let that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let your breath fall into a natural rhythm here as we spend a few more moments in this child's pose. Use your next exhale to walk the hands over to the right, stretching through the left side body. Inhale to walk them back through center, and exhale to take them over to the left, stretching through the right side body. Inhale them back to center, then pressing into the hands, we're going to pull ourselves up to a tabletop position. So we're going to come to all fours, hands and knees. Our knees are under hips and wrists are under shoulders. Arms are nice and active here. We're trying to spiral the pits of the elbow forward. So we're not bending, we're externally rotating. And from here, we're just going to take a couple cat-cows. So with your inhale, dip the belly down, reach the heart forward. And with the exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, and chin towards chest. Move through a few of these with your own breath. Inhaling forward and exhaling to round. Taking one more here. And then coming into a nice neutral spine. Pressing into the hands, we're going to take some circles with the wrists. Get them all nice and warmed up. And go in the other direction. Awesome. Then we're going to flip the hands like pancakes. So flip onto the tops of your hands and gently sit back. We're still trying to externally rotate, shining those pits of the elbows forward. Gently sitting back, stretching through the forearms. Making sure you're breathing here. And let's come out of that, shake the wrists out. And then we're going to get right into this. On our tabletop position, we're going to extend the right leg back, engage the glute to lift it off the mat. We're not arching through the back here. We're trying to keep the core nice and strong. From here, we're going to tap the toe to the ground, engage the glute, lift it back up. Down, up, down, up. You've got 5 more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold this foot up. We're going to reach the left arm forward. You can stay here, or with your exhale, crunch, left elbow to right knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. You've got 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Left hand refines the mat, but the right leg stays extended back. We're going to bring this leg all the way out to the right and plant the foot. From here, we'll just take some cat-cows like we did earlier, but with this extended leg. So inhaling to reach the heart forward, and exhaling to round the spine and contract. Inhale forward, exhale round. 1 more like that. Inhale forward, and exhale round. Awesome. We're going to pick up this right foot, bring it all the way back behind you, and gently over to the left and touch the toe to the ground. Looking over your left shoulder, feeling a stretch through the right side body. Awesome. Right leg comes back and plants back in the tabletop position. Now we're going to do the other side. Left leg, let's extend that back. And we're going to engage the glute, lift it up off the mat. Tap it down, up, down, up. Keep going with these. You've got 5 more. 4. Remember to keep the ribs knitting together and pressing strong through the arms. You're not sinking into the shoulders. We're nice and active here through the whole body. Last 2. Last 1. Keep it up. And we're going to try and reach the right arm forward. You can hold here, or with your exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. You've got 2 more. Last 1. Awesome. We're going to replant this right hand on the ground, keeping the left leg lifted. Bring it all the way out to the left and plant the foot. And we'll take some cat-cows from here. Inhale forward. And exhale, crunch, around the spine and contract. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. Last one. Once you finish off that last one, finding a neutral spine, we're going to pick this left leg up, bring it all the way behind you, and gently to the right to touch the toe to the ground. Looking over the right shoulder, feeling a nice side body stretch through the left side body. Wonderful. Let's extend this left leg back and replant it in our tabletop position. Awesome. So from here, let's tuck the toes and send the hips up and back to our first downward facing dog. Here we want to try and press nice and strong through the hands and the feet. Like we were doing in our tabletop, we're trying to rotate the pits of the elbows forward with a nice strong external rotation, pulling your low ribs in and bending your knees as much as you need to lengthen the spine in this pose. We're going to take a couple breaths here. All right, from here, we're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Knees are soft. And we're going to roll all the way up to standing, one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Once you get to the top, we're going to tuck chin to chest and roll right back down. Bending your knees as much as you need to come plant the hands, and we're going to crawl back forward to our plank pose. Once we're in our plank pose, we're going to pick up the right hand, tap the left shoulder. Trying to do it with minimal disruption in the hips, really strong core. Pick up the left shoulder, or left hand, and tap the right shoulder. Back in our plank, walk back to your forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale rolls you all the way up to standing. And your exhale tucks chin to chest, roll back down. Crawling back forward to your plank pose, we're going to do those shoulder taps again. Right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder. Walk back forward, fold at the back of the mat. Inhale rolls you all the way up to standing. Last time, chin to chest, rolling back down. Planting the hands, crawl forward to your plank for one more round of shoulder taps. And we're gonna hold this plank. You've got this. Nice and strong. You're here for 10. 8, 6, 5, till we put the knees down. 4, last 3, last 2. Who counts as slow as a yoga teacher? Nobody. Last 1, knees down. I'm a nice person, I swear. Okay, so from our knees down, we're gonna sit the hips back like we're going into our child's pose, but we have parallel legs here. So our knees aren't wide and our toes aren't together. Hands reach out in front. We're gonna grip into the fingertips to pull you forward towards your tabletop. Bend into the elbows, keep them tucked into your sides as you lower all the way down to the ground, like a modified push-up. Using the exhale to press you back up and push you back towards this child's pose. We're gonna move through a few of these, so you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Make sure you have nice control. Elbows are staying close to your sides. Ribs are pulling together, core is strong. I use an inhale when I'm lowering and an exhale to press me back up from here. So inhale, bending into the elbows. Exhale, back up and back. You've got 3 more. One more after this. And then we're going to lower back down and we're going to stay on our stomachs. So the next time you lower down, we're going to stay here. All right, arms are going to reach forward. We're going to do what's called a swimmer. This is great for your back and your glutes. It's a nice, fun exercise. Who doesn't love swimming in the air? So, starting with the glute engage. Engage the glute and try and lift the legs off the mat. Try and hover the thighs if you can. And we're going to pull the shoulder blades down the back. Try and lift the arms off the mat. This is a very active hold. So from here, we're just going to swim the arms and legs. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 till you're down, 2, and 1. Let that go. We're going to do one more set of those, but I'll give you a second to breathe first. All right, when you're ready, arms out front. I like to start with the legs, engaging the glutes, trying to lift them off the mat. Next, plugging the shoulders down the back, upper body comes up, and we swim. Keep going for 10, for 9. I'm just gonna check the chat and make sure everyone's doing good. Last 6, last 5, last 4, 3, till you're out of there, 2, and 1. Back down. We're gonna slide the hands back under the shoulders, elbows pulling into the sides, tuck the toes, and you can push through tabletop to down dog or through plank. I challenge you, try the plank. And then right up, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. And then we're going to get into a little bit of flow. All right, the next inhale, you're gonna lift the right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. And with an exhale, trying to step that foot between the hands, lower the left knee, and inhale up into your low lunge. So in our low lunge, we want to tuck our tailbone, feeling this stretch through the left side hip flexor. We're nice and stacked here. You can inhale and take the arms up, pull the low ribs in. Take a breath in here. And with your exhale, we're gonna pull the hips back, straighten through the right leg and flex the foot half split. You can bring blocks under your hands here if you like. Inhaling back forward to your low lunge. We're gonna plant the left hand and reach the right arm up for a twist. From this twist, tucking the left toes to lift this knee off the ground, we're gonna step the right leg back to meet the left in a side plank. You can modify this by bringing the left leg come down onto your knee. And we're here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, right arm comes back down and we pivot ourselves back towards our plank. We can move through a chaturanga here, shifting forward, bending the elbows, keeping them tucked into the sides, bending them only to 90 degrees. And inhale, pulls the heart through, straightens through the arms, flip onto the tops of the feet and engage the glutes, upward facing dog. And exhale to pike the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, and then we're gonna do that on the other side. Why is there always a cat litter on my mat? Next inhale, sends the left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale to step the left foot between the hands, lower the right knee, and inhale up into your low lunge. Once again, slight tuck of the tailbone, encourage an opening through the hip flexor. You can take the arms up overhead and pull the low ribs in. Here for a breath in. And on the exhale, pull the hips back, straighten through the left leg and flex the foot for your half split. Blocks can come under the hands here. Inhaling back forward, low lunge, right hand plants, left arm reaches up for a twist. From this twist, tucking the right toes to lift that knee, we're gonna step the left leg back to meet the right in a side plank. Right knee can lower to modify, but you're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pivots you back towards your plank, and you can move straight to down dog or through another chaturanga. Shifting the weight forward, exhaling to bend the elbows to 90. Inhaling through upward facing and exhaling downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Next inhale is going to send the right leg up to the sky. And exhale, steps that foot between the hands. And this time we're going to inhale up into our high crescent, our high lunge. We're not in our fully extended high lunge. See how my back leg has a bit of a bend in it? You can have hands on your hips, hands heart center, or arms overhead if you really like a challenge. But we're gonna lower a couple inches and come back up. Lower, little pulses in your high crescent. Keep going here. We're just going down and up a couple inches. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping the left leg up to meet the right. Sit the hips back, bend into the knees, reach the arms up alongside the ears, chair pose. Here for a breath in and out. Next inhale brings the hands to heart center. With our exhale, we interlace the fingers, press the palms away, and sink deeper into the chair. I'm going to give one little advanced boost here if you want to give it a shot, but no pressure. This is a very beginner's class. You can come up onto the toes in your half chair. Wherever you are, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Heels come back to the ground if they're lifted, and forward fold. Coming to a halfway lift. Nice long spine. Hands can come to the shins, thighs, or to the mat. And exhale to fold. We're going to plant the hands. Step back to our plank pose, and you can move straight to down dog or through a chaturanga. Shifting forward. Exhale to bend elbows. Inhale through upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take a breath here and then do that on the other side. Next inhale, left leg goes to the sky. Exhale to step the foot between the hands, and inhale, rise up, high crescent. Once again, this isn't my deepest high crescent. I want a nice little bit of a bend here in my back knee. Hands can come where they're comfortable. We've got options. But from our high crescent, we're going to go down a few inches and up. Little pulses. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Right leg steps up, and we sit back in our chair. Feet are parallel here. Sit the hips back, arms up alongside the ears. Take a breath in here and out. Next inhale brings the hands to heart center. Exhale, interlaces the palms, presses the hands away, half chair. If you gave this a shot on the other side, maybe you want to try it on this side. Lifting the heels, coming up onto the toes. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Planting the hands, stepping back to our plank pose. You can go straight to down dog or take a chaturanga. We'll all meet in down dog in one breath. Take a breath here and out. All right, we're going to lower the knees to the ground and come back to our tabletop. Toes are tucked here, and we're going to come into our hovering tabletop. With the toes tucked, engage the abs, pressing into hands, hovering the knees just an inch or two off the mat. Now, if this feels like as far as you want to go, you stay here. Hovering tabletop is fucking awesome. It's a great, great core move. If you want a little extra challenge, you can try those opposite shoulder taps we tried earlier. So right hand picks up and taps left shoulder. Left hand picks up, taps right shoulder. Trying to keep very stable through the hips. You want little to no disruption. You're here for 10 more seconds. And let's send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a walk to the top of your mat, meeting in a forward fold. And roll yourself all the way up to standing. Awesome. Grab a little sip of water if you want. And then we're going to take a nice wide stance on our mat. Heels are in, toes are out. We're going to bend into the knees and sit down into this nice wide squat. Arms are going to come out to a T. And we're going to do little circles, drawing little circles. This might seem like not a lot, but trust me, these circles, you'll hate them in a few minutes. Try to stay nice and low in your squat here. We don't want to be up here. You may notice as you get tired, you slowly rise up, but try your best to stay nice and low. Keep going. We switch directions in 10 with our circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. Man, it's warm in here. My arms are starting to get tired. Stay low in your squat. Last 10. 9. Can you make your circles a little faster? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Let those arms go. Stand up for a second. Shake that out. And then we've got another wide stance section to us. Bending into the knees, sitting back down. Hands can come to heart center or hips for this one. We're going to try lifting one heel and then lifting the other heel. Alternating which heel is lifting. Trying to stay nice and low. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels down. Try and lift both at the same time. Ah. Last 5 lifts. Whoa, losing my balance. 4, 3, 2. Can you hold it up on 1? Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, stand up for a second, shake it out. And then we're going to bend into these one more time, but this time hands are on the thighs. We're going to take a twist. Exhale to dip the left shoulder and look to the right. Switching sides, right shoulder dips, look to the left. Back to center and stand up. Awesome work. We're going to step back up towards the top of our mat and do a little bit more glute stuff. So, standing, feet are hip width distance and parallel here. I'm going to take a soft bend into my right leg, and I'm gonna step this left leg gently behind me. I'm on the top of my toe here. Hands can come to heart center or hips, wherever's comfortable, but I'm gonna straighten through this left leg and just gently engage the glute to lift it off the mat. So my torso is slightly hinged forward, and I have a soft bend in the right knee. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you hold it there? Hold it lifted. Engage the glute, maybe lift it a little higher. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg steps down. Soft bend right into the other side. Right leg extends back. Top of the toe is on the mat. And we're going to engage our glute. Lift, lift, lift. You've got this. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you keep it lifted? For 5. Maybe a little higher, engage the glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot down. Shake it off, shake it off. And one more chair pose. I'm sorry. Bend into the knees, sit the hips back, reach the arms up alongside the ears. Pulling the ribs in. Weight is in the heels. You could even lift your toes in your chair pose here. Little pulse. Hands can come to heart center if the arms are feeling tired. We're just going up and down an inch in this chair. You're here for 8, 7, 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2. You know on 1. Hands come to heart center. Interlace the fingers. Exhale to press the palms away, sit deeper into your chair. I'm so sorry. This is, if you want to try that on the toes one more time, maybe you come up off the heels in your half chair for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold to plant, step back, plank pose, chaturanga or straight to down dog. And take a couple breaths here. I'm gonna grab a sip of water because it's hot as hell in here. Awesome. Alrighty, we're gonna come up onto the toes here in our down dog and roll forward to our plank. We're gonna switch between sides in our side planks here. So I'm gonna turn both my toes to face the right and reach my right arm up, side plank. Right arm comes back down, coming back towards my plank, spiraling the toes over to the left, and the left arm reaches up, side plank. We're gonna do a couple of these on each side. Feel free to go at your own pace. One more on each side. And then we are going down onto our backs. Coming back to your last plank, lower the knees. All right, we're smooth sailing here on out. Legs extend out in front of you. And we're gonna do a nice slow roll down, reaching the arms forward, slowly lower down, all the way to the ground. Then we're going to pick up the legs and bring them up towards a reverse tabletop. So our shins are parallel with the mat here. We're going to engage the core and pull the low back into the mat. Hands can come up behind the ears, but we don't want to be like really pulling on our neck here. You want your core to be doing the lifting work. You don't want to straighten your neck. But with a exhale, head, neck, shoulders comes off the mat. We're going to bring the left knee towards the right elbow. Bicycle crunch and extend the right leg out long. And then switch sides. Keep going here, as slow or as fast as you want, but make sure the core is staying strong and the low back is pulling into the mat. If someone came over and tried to jam their hand against your low back, they should not be able to get it between. You've got 8. Last 4, 2, 1. Back onto the back, legs extend up to the sky. Feet are flexed. You can bend into your knees if you need to here to make this more comfortable. But we're going to reach opposite hand to foot. Right arm is going to exhale and reach up and tap the left foot, or anywhere on the leg that's accessible. Back down, other side tap. You're almost done. Last 2. Last 1. Down on your back. Let's extend the left leg, what leg is this, out long and reach the right leg up to the sky. Wrapping your hand wherever is accessible, not the knee. So the thigh, the, what's this called, calf? Oh my gosh, what time of day is it? The calf, or even the foot, if you're super flexible. But we're gonna crunch head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. And we're gonna go exhale, pulse, pulse. And then switch. So you can go, once again, as fast or as slow as you like here, but make sure the pulses, you're exhaling. This is a pretty traditional Pilates move. You've got 3. You've got 2. Last 1. Legs come down. Plant the feet, arms by your sides. We're going to engage the glutes and go into our bridge pose. Engage the glutes, hip come up. Here we are. We're going to lower them back down. Exhale to press them up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. This is our final little bit of glute work in this bridge pose here today. And then we're going to do a couple little stretches and twists, and then you're out of here. Last 3 here. Last 2. On 1, hold it. Little pulse. Little pulse up. Keep going. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm so sorry, you're not done yet. Hold it up. Weight is into the left foot. Can you reach the right foot up? Can you lift it off the mat? Keep the glute engaged. Keep lifting. My glute is screaming. For 3, 2, 1. Switch feet. Right foot goes down. Can you lift the left foot up? For 3, for 2, for 1. Left foot comes down, glutes still lifted, lower down. 3 more, up. Last one, I'm so sorry. I'm just like having fun with this. Hold here for 10, 9. Keep this strong. How high can you get it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips come down. Extend the left leg long. Bring the right knee up towards your chest. Give it a squeeze and then cross it over your body towards the left for a twist. Try and keep both shoulders on the ground here in this twist. And let's switch sides. Right leg comes back, extends out long. Left leg comes in towards the chest. Give it a little squeeze and then cross it to the right. All right. Left leg comes back towards the chest. Let's bring the right one up too. Show the bottoms of your feet to the sky, and knees come towards the outside of the torso for happy baby. Reaching up to grab a pant leg or the outer edges of the feet. Whew. Take another 2 breaths in this child's pose. And then we'll release the feet, send the legs out long, and settle into our final pose, Shavasana. Arms can come wherever they're comfortable. And we'll take a few moments here to wrap up today. Notice if the tongue is pressing to the roof of your mouth, try and relax it to help relax the face. And we'll take a couple deep breaths. All right, whenever you're ready from this nice relaxing Shavasana, you can roll your body off to whatever side feels more comfortable, press yourself up to a seat, and with that, I send you off. Thank you for tuning in to Beginner Yoga Sculpt. I'm gonna flip over here so I can actually see the chat. I made it to 30. I did not. No, beginner flow is 45 minutes, Mr. Timothy Allen, not 35 minutes. Oh, I have one person that made it to the end. Thank you, one person. Well, this was fun. If you liked this, we do classes very similar to this. We do, this was our beginner level yoga sculpt. So we do a little bit harder on my Patreon, which is linked in the description of this video. It's just patreon.com/Mizz A Moves, M-I-Z-Z-A Moves, M-O-V-E-S. That's also linked in my Instagram and all my social media. So yes, coming up for the rest of this week, if you are on there, on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Atlantic Daylight Time, same time as tonight, but on Thursday, we're doing a flow called Split Zombies, which is a splits focused power flow. So we're going to open the hips and the hamstrings to the wonderful sounds of the one and only Rob Zombie. Am I out of focus? I am. To the sounds of Rob Zombie, one of my favorite musical artists. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this class. Our next beginners flow live stream on YouTube will be in 2 weeks. They happen every second week. And we're going to do chaturanga breakdown in the next one. So we're going to work on chaturanga strength and technique and move through that. So it'll be a little more upper body focused. And since today we did do pretty heavy on the lower body, so that's going to be fun, and I will be looking forward to that. Yeah, I think that's everything I had to chat about. I'll flip so I can see this thing again. Yes, it will be fun. It will be fun. I'm excited for that one. Yeah. All right. With that, I guess I'll sign off here for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you did, well, I guess obviously you did if you're here until this point. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you all in not this Monday, but next Monday, unless you're on Patreon, and then I'll see you on Thursday.